Well, has this match kind of given you a kind of an antidote for what happened on November 19th, Harshit? Because it's the first ODI that's been played ever since that fateful day.
I told you, you know that, right? I have a better memory of the stadium now. I
Ah.
visited there a couple of weeks
Oh,
back. So,
yes,
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 I am
yes.
banking on those memories, those wonderful
Yep,
memories.
indeed. Because if he had just paralleled it to 29, if you look at 2023, 19 November, 356 all out.
Wish that,
Wish.
wish.
Wish. That is the thing. Because a fantastic 100 by Shubman Gill. He really is the Prince of Ahmedabad for a reason. 100 from him, plus 50s from Shreyas Iyer, and more importantly, Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli was the only box that needed to be ticked today, and I think he went a long way in ensuring that yes, he got it. So, wow, Virat Kohli, 52, just too short of his knock in the final, which was 54. What do you think of this innings, Harshit? 356, over par, under par. What do you think?
I think with the kind of turn and grip you saw in the first innings of that, firstly, you don't see that in Ahmedabad too often, that too in white ball cricket. So, given that, the way Adil Rashid picked up those four wickets, we'll
Yes.
talk about that as well. I think India have a very good total. A total that should be more than enough for this Indian bowling lineup to be able to now make it 3-0.
3-0 indeed. I mean, see, if you look at the wicket, I got a feeling, Harshit, that this was, it could have been so much more. Looking at the
In
way
the
how
sense,
the batters had settled in, they look good
yeah,
for big,
you
big
know, that is
scores.
what you're seeing with both the sides, I would say. Even England showed you, barring the first match, I would say, there were starts that the middle order
Yeah.
for both the teams, have been getting. Both middle orders, you've been seeing, those 30s and 40s today as well. There could have been another half centurion, a third at that in the Indian team, KL Rahul, who missed out on a
40 out
50.
of 29, yeah.
Yes, he was. See, the dismissal also tells you, and the kind of stroke play you saw from him before that, that the idea was that you were looking at a certain target and you had to play all those shots. Him making way, just
Yeah, just
opening
going
it
deep in the
deep, yeah,
crease.
and then
Yeah.
clearing the boundary.
You
Clearly, there
know,
was a message there to
yeah.
go for a certain total.
There I see two instances where I will say that, yeah, the batsman promised so much more. Three instances rather.
Yeah,
Shreyas Iyer. Man, it was a delivery that was going well,
harmless.
harmless. He
Should have been
looked,
a wide.
yeah, but he chose to chase it. And you know why? He looked good for 100 today because he was in top form, he was middling the ball. Everything was spot on in that. Which is why I think Shreyas Iyer really deserved in that sense that he hit 100 or 150.
The very good thing that you've seen from this Indian batting lineup across three matches is the middle order coming together.
You know why I'm laughing at this particular point in time, Harshit? Because whatever I'm going to say about Virat Kohli, I'll come to that a bit later. I think it will be a slightly controversial opinion because I think it wasn't peak Virat, but it looked peak Virat at the same. And I'm now confused as to how to make
No,
sense of
you'll have to add a little more to that because I can't understand.
Virat made 52.
Yes.
Did he look good? Did it look peak Virat, or do you think he was still struggling?
I won't say he was struggling. I won't say this was peak Virat either. This was somewhere in the middle. But I must say that at some point I was expecting Virat to make it bigger,
Yeah,
especially after he got to that 50. You thought that he now really has spent the kind of time that you wanted him to
exactly.
spend in the middle, and he was looking good for a bigger total. It would have been far more heartwarming to see him go much beyond at more runs, maybe another 48 is what
Yeah.
everyone would have wanted.
Yeah.
But this is a good balm, I would say. This is a good balm for all those cricket fans who were worried and hurt with what they'd seen from Virat Kohli.
Yeah.
What this does is this 50 gives you confidence, and it adds to the confidence you had gathered in the second match where Rohit Sharma in Cuttack
Yeah.
scored 100. Now, when you're looking at pieces coming together ahead of the Champions Trophy, this series was to give you confidence.
Yeah.
I think you have, from the batting department, gotten a lot of confidence, because at times when the openers haven't clicked, the first match and the third match, you didn't get a good opening partnership. You
Yes.
got one in the in this second match, the kind of partnership that you want going forward.
Because I'll highlight this one comment, okay? This comment is the one which has gotten me scratching my head. Kohli had a scratchy 50. He still looked suspect outside the off stump and was at sea against spin. I mean, you look at it, Adil Rashid, that one delivery that he ripped across, it was lucky he pitched outside the line of that leg stump. Otherwise, he was gone. Here also today,
That's what I said. It wasn't peak, it wasn't flawless Virat as we were expecting. But look at it, look at the numbers. One thing without Virat Kohli, everyone needs to understand is that this is his preferred format. This is the format that he loves the most. And you look at his numbers. You forget, you remove 4 innings, you remove the 3 in Sri Lanka, you remove the 1 in Cuttack. Barring that, you look at his 4 scores, which was the ODI World Cup then, he had 2 50s and 2 hundreds. Now, you add those 4, you take those 3 in which he didn't work, and then you add today's as well. So that makes it 8. 4 from there. Now, in 8 matches, you're talking about somebody who has 350 plus scores, 200s.
200s,
So, in this format, definitely there is something about Virat which should give everyone confidence. To him as well, this mattered a lot more because it's his first 50 in this format in a while, and across formats, as we've seen his struggles, runs haven't been coming. So barring Perth, you didn't see much from him, right?
Correct.
So this is first 50 since Perth also. Correct me if I'm wrong.
yeah, he scored 100 in Perth, then he didn't get to, his highest was 36 in that BGP
Correct.
after that.
After that. So this was more about helping Virat also get into the groove, also remind him that this is a format which he knows like the back of his hand. So not going to read too much into his dismissal today, but the one thing, you need to be connecting the dots. You look at those 3 times that I was talking about that things didn't work out in Sri Lanka. You add these 2 dismissals as well. I think now on 4 occasions Virat has been dismissed to leg spin.
Yes, that is the
That
thing.
is the thing. And
There
this
is a pattern.
This is something that teams will take far more notice of, and maybe it will be something that will be employed. Because now if you and I know it, though there are experts with the proper cameras and who will see replays again and again. So in that war room when you're preparing for the Champions Trophy, the idea will be clear. You don't let Virat settle. This is a thing you could see from teams going forward, that you employ somebody who has the ability to take the ball away from the right-hander, and that's where Virat could struggle. This is what we've seen from his so-called dismissals. I won't say failures, from his dismissals.
I mean, you look at it, okay? Okay, by the way.
Failures if you take the other.
I mean, by the way, the latest update is Australia have lost in Colombo. What a knock by Charit Asalanka to ensure that they were 100 or something for 8, and then they have gone on to win. That shows that yes, Sri Lanka, I mean, it's a tragedy they are not playing in the Champions Trophy, but what a knock it has been from them. So Australia are already 1-0 down, and day after tomorrow is the second ODI that's going to be there. So I'm now worried about Australia. You were criticizing me, no, that day, that I suddenly remembered that I'm not counting Australia as one of the title favorites. Look at it. Their 3 frontline pacers are gone. 3 all-rounders are gone.
See, what's happened this morning, of course, will have a big impact on the Champions Trophy, and now the predictions may just have to change because, see, you expect great things out of a Stark also. He single-handedly can do wonders at times. But now with him also gone, there is a sudden dearth of experience. There is no experience at all. It'll be Spencer Johnson now.
Spencer Johnson, Aaron Hardy, then
Aaron
Nathan
Hardy.
Ellis, and you got Ben Dwarcius also in that. You got a Tanveer Sangha, Adam Zampa, all of them are there.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of confidence and experience to me.
Adam Zampa is good, but how will you do it in Pakistan? That is the thing, because in Australia are playing all their games in Pakistan. They're not going to be UAE for that. So it's a very complicated. But coming back to India, I mean 356.
How are you looking at the total, Siddharth?
Look,
Above par?
20 overs, 109 runs from Mark Wood and Adil Rashid combined for 6 wickets. The rest of the England bowlers were absolutely woeful.
Yeah.
Look at it. I mean, Atkinson went for runs.
More than 9 and over.
Saqib Mahmood went for runs. So that is why I am wondering, this total, somehow, I don't know, we've seen the tendency in Ahmedabad, it gets better to bat on, isn't it? It gets better to bat on under the lights. Somewhere down the line, I think 356 is just about par. Just about.
But
because of the grip that the spinners will be getting.
Exactly. So it's because of that reason I sort of get the confidence that this is a good enough total for India. 356, not easy to get kind of runs. Very excited about Kuldeep though.
Yeah.
Let's talk forward. Kuldeep, I am really excited. Albeit the reasons of his inclusion are something.
We were discussing yesterday Varun Chakravarti. So I'll go back to your statement. You said you'll stick your neck out and say that whatever is the
11.
playing 11 that will be played in Ahmedabad is your playing 11 for the game on 20th. You still stand by it, or do you think there will be changes?
So what we've seen today is there's Harshat Rana, which means you've not given Arshdeep any playing time at all.
Which you'll get today.
Till now you hadn't, right? So that is number one. So Harshat Rana suddenly just goes ahead for me now.
Don't you think it will
Because
be
you've
Harshit
given-
/ Arshdeep to partner Mohammad Shami?
Ideally, Mohammad Shami should be there.
Yeah.
Ideally, he should be there. And going by what I said yesterday, then that means it's the same 11. But it's getting a little difficult now to believe that you will discard a Mohammad Shami. So if
Yeah.
there is one change, otherwise, what you've also done is you've given Jadeja rest.
Yeah.
Now this is something that was not anticipated. So maybe exactly what I said, I'll have to backtrack on that because. You weren't. I wasn't on. I don't think any of us were accounting for rest to be given to a Ravindra Jadeja. But otherwise,
Yeah.
Kuldeep playing, I think that was the clincher we were all looking for. I think my answer lies over there, and I'll be surprised now because you've gone in with the Kuldeep if he doesn't start against Bangladesh.
You know why I'll consider this just about par? Because you've got 3 quality spinners in Sundar, Aksar and Kuldeep. England, we have known their fallacies against spin. Unfortunately, they don't play it well. When Adil Rashid would get the ball gripping, 4 wickets for 64 runs. Imagine the damage Kuldeep could do.
Do you also know, Siddharth, who's the leading wicket taker for India in the middle overs over the last 10 years?
Kuldeep?
Kuldeep. Over
Yes.
100 wickets for him.
Yeah, I mean, he operates in that. He and Jaddu are your middle overs enforcers.
Absolutely.
So that is why I think what...
You know who's number 2?
Jaddu?
No, he's number 3.
Ah,
It is Yuzi Chahal.
oh, the Kulcha duo.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So see, what I look at it is, this team selection, Shami and Jadeja in and Kuldeep starts. That is the way how I look at it. You're playing 11 when you play on 20th February against Bangladesh. So Kuldeep, Shami, Jadeja, Harshit / Arshdeep and Hardik Pandya.
Shami has to be there. Shami
yes,
just has to be there. If he still looks rusty after a couple of matches, maybe you can take a call.
Yeah.
But you're just leaving too much you're leaving a lot of room for experience over there. Then this team, this bowling unit, will lack experience, and that I don't think will be ideal.
So I would say, like, okay, we will discuss a lot more about Virat Kohli, about Shubman Gill, about India's batting in a detailed
Let's quickly
post-match.
just take a couple of comments before we leave. Of course, guys, we'll be keeping it short. As you would know, that's been the theme for us this whole series. But the post-match session will
full
be
house
a long one. Sarshwat, Nikhil will also be joining us. Then let's take
Harsh Khatri.
Harsh Khatri. He says, "Hi gents, how are you? Well, Harsh, we're doing very well. Thank you so much for asking. Hope the same for
Yeah,
you." Says
KL,
long time. KL
much
Rahul,
needed
much
40.
needed 40. Yes, of course, we were talking about that. In fact, his previous scores were 2 and 10. Now, see what you've done today. You played him exactly where he should be playing. You didn't tinker with the batting order, and he gets you a 40.
You know why, again, anything that KL does now seems to be understood to me. A 40 of 29 coming in at number 5, will you take it on any other day? But our fan base doesn't know why they can't take it with KL Rahul. I mean, this comment itself, oh, it's only much 40, could have gotten more. Why, yaar? That guy is batting out of position. Now he's gotten to bat in that one position that he matters. But yaar, our fan base, I tell you, we believe in only in Jassi by Piyush Nandre is saying. Now, who should we believe? Believe in the batting unit?
You have to. While it was all Mohammad Shami in the World Cup, you can't forget that the top 2 run getters of the tournament were both Indians as well. They were your captain and your former captain.
Believe in Shami Bhai. That's all else.
Now I think if you have to go all the way and lift the title on the 9th of March, then you really need the batting order, because with this bowling attack, if I can be honest, maybe picking all 10 wickets will be a problem, something that you were doing almost for fun in the World Cup.
Yeah, I mean, I will look at it. See, the batting unit now in the 3 ODIs that's happened. Gill's touched form. He's contributed in all 3. In fact,
All
Shubman
three,
Gill.
yes. Even
Rohit,
Shreyas Iyer.
Shreyas Iyer, Rohit. One game he's contributed. He scored a big one. Okay, Kohli has scored here. So the boxes have been ticked. KL also back and forth. So you believe in the batting and Shami bhai. That's the way I would look at it. Piyush Nandre. Yes, no Bumrah, but what to do? Freaking awesome saying Colombo. It is hard to win in Colombo. Yes, Sena countries hardly win in Colombo. That's the thing that's happened. Oz combined 3 paces equal to Bumrah. You is asking. Why ask that question?
Is he asking about the 3 paces who are out or the 3 paces who will be playing now?
Playing now. Playing now. I mean,
Because
why?
combining the 3 who are out and equating to one Jasprit Bumrah is an unfair comparison to do.
Totally unfair. Totally unfair. They're all those 3 who have been left out.
Actually, if you combine the 3 who will be playing now, Jasprit Bumrah will still be better.
Yeah, but I would say they are equal in white ball. Red ball,
Come on, Siddharth. No, you will be generous, I think.
equal in white ball. I mean, look at the impact. Cummins, Hazelwood.
No, I'm talking about the ones who will be playing now.
Will be playing. There's no comparison.
Comparison,
Bumrah
that's
is
what. Yeah,
miles
miles
ahead.
yes.
Miles ahead.
Yes.
So will Australia make the semis in CT? That is what Harsh Khatri is saying. No, I don't think now. I had said they will not be title holders. They will not win the title. Now I don't think they're making the semis also. Ahmedabad hurts a lot. Abhishek Singh. Oof, November 19, 2023. We just had to play this way that day. YK. Yeah, Abhishek, but this is a different bowling unit. That was Stark, Hazelwood, Cummins, Zampa.
And there was Travis Head.
That was Travis Head. So you can't help it. November 19th is done, and that will always be there in this card. Would have won the World Cup. We scored 3
Or you should have done, see, because clearly I
Sridhar
see some bad blood, I see some bad memories. You should have done what I did, yeah. You should have gone, attended Coldplay, overwritten those bad memories.
Coldplay indeed. So yep, that is about it. We'll be back for the post-match, a lengthy, detailed discussion on the batting as well as looking ahead to the Champions Trophy. Full house, all our panelists will be in. So from me and Harshit, it is bye-bye. See you soon. And don't forget to join us for the post-match, which will be hopefully very shortly. Bye-bye.
Bye.